Hello, my name is Yuri Weideman, and this is a recording of a speech I did at the end of my presentation Mastery Pathway. See if you can see what the title of the speech was and comment below. This is the speech. A journey is best traveled one step at a time, but the journey doesn't actually start if you don't take that first step. At Toastmasters, taking that first step means doing your icebreaker speech. I joined Toastmasters back in June of 2021 and did my icebreaker speech in July of 2021. I'd like to share some details with you about what I've learned in my journey since that day. Notice I said my journey and not my Toastmasters journey. The reason for that is because I want to draw some parallels between completing my Toastmasters pathway, running my first ultramarathon, and life in general. One of the biggest things I've learned is that the growth you seek starts from inside. The growth I seek starts from inside. I'd like to share some insights into what I would like to share with you by starting off to say that a Toastmasters journey is not only about public speaking. Yes, it is about public speaking, but it is about so much more than that. It is about introspection and learning who you are and what you are capable of. Once again, your Toastmasters journey is about public speaking, but it is at the same time not about public speaking. Let me start off by sharing some details about what I've learned in doing my first ultramarathon. In April 2023, I ran the Two Oceans Ultramarathon. It is 56 kilometers along some of the most beautiful parts of Cape Town. It was very fulfilling and very rewarding. But if I even slightly create the impression that it was easy, I would be deceiving you. What made it all worth it though is the people I shared it with, the runners on the road, the crowd along the route, and the route itself. What an incredible scenery you find along the route of the 56 kilometers of the Two Oceans Marathon. This is one of the first parallels I'd like to draw. At Toastmasters, there is a wealth of people and fellow Toastmasters, and this is why we call each other fellow Toastmasters, is that we can share the journey with each other. We can learn from each other. And there is resources available to everybody who joins Toastmasters to take on along this journey. Another parallel I'd like to point out at this stage is the fact that we all start at zero. Whatever journey, whatever new skill we take on, we all start at zero. As you can see on screen, in March 2022, when I started preparing for doing my Two Oceans Ultramarathon, I was running very little. In fact, so much so that I could not even complete a 3-kilometer run without bailing because of pains in my legs. We all start at zero, and we need to progressively learn and get stronger and better by preparing and doing the things in small increments so that we can get to our end goal. The small incremental improvements we make gets us to our goal at the end of the day. Back to my Toastmasters journey. I finished level 1 of the Toastmasters Presentation Mastery Pathway in September of 2021. I finished level 2 by March of 2022. I finished level 3 by October of 2022, and then level 4 in November of 2022. And then finally, I finished my Presentation Mastery Pathway, level 5, in April of 2023. Progress takes time, people. It is not something you do by the snap of a finger. I am certain that there have been people that has done it faster than I have in the past, and there will certainly be people that will do it faster than I in the future. But I am not comparing. This is my journey. So at this point, the question bodes, how long does it take the average person to finish a Toastmasters pathway? A similar question was asked to a marathon runner. Dean Karnazes answered the question by saying that average people don't finish marathons. This is a parallel I'd like to draw at this stage, is that average people don't finish pathways. Toastmasters people are incredible people that constantly put them outside their comfort zone to face their fears about public speaking in front of their peers. Here are some practical lessons I learned during my Toastmasters pathway. The first thing is that knowing your speech is not so much about memorizing the speech word for word, but it is about internalizing the message you want to bring across. It is about telling your story. After all, you were there. Who's going to argue with you? The second thing is that it is important to know your audience. Knowing your audience means understanding the people that will be in the audience. What are their perspectives? What are their beliefs? And how do you bring the message that you want to bring across to the audience in a way that they understand, so that they can understand the message you want to bring across instead of the words that you want to talk. The other thing is that you have to have a plan. And this means for life, running, and Toastmasters. At Toastmasters, your pathway is your plan. Just follow it and complete the tasks one after the other. Preparation. Preparation is such an important thing that it makes everything else seem more easy. If you prepare your speech properly, it is more easy to correct yourself or just continue when you make a mistake. This is true for life as well. Things are more easy because you are more agile and more capable to make changes on the fly if you come across challenges and obstacles in your way. Preparation is key for success in Toastmasters, in running, and in life in general. I alluded to this earlier, but connect to a partner and partner up with someone at Toastmasters. We don't call each other fellow Toastmasters for nothing. There are experienced people and coaches and mentors at your Toastmasters club or in the organization as a whole that you can partner with and find the resources you need to be the best speaker you can. In summary, these are the things that I believe I've learned in my journey over the last couple of years. Number one is that the people that make things look easy are the ones that have already overcome and learned this experience and knowledge they need to do that thing that they do and do it well and make it look easy. The seeding of our progress is what we believe ourselves to be worthy of and capable of achieving. Our identity then, our self-belief, is the thing we need to interrogate, develop, and grow if we want to progress and progress sustainably. Yes, we may progress up until some point by applying some external factors, but at the end of the day, we cannot grow past what we believe ourselves to be capable of. Practice makes progress. And this is an important and very exciting thing to realize, because we can always, and I say again, always get better. We can always improve, and practice helps us progress along that journey of improvement. New starting lines. New starting lines are just the finish lines of something we've already finished. Once you finish something, that becomes a finish line, but we should not allow these finish lines to become the culmination of what we can achieve and what we have learned. That finish line becomes the new starting line, or rather the new threshold of what we can achieve in the future. Once we've completed something difficult, things that seemed impossible before now become possible and even easy. If you want an easy life, then seek out and do hard things. Take care, be blessed. I'll catch you on the flip side. Cheers.